Welcome back, girl. Welcome back. As you may know from some of my previous videos, I'm on this huge, becoming a minimalist kick. I hope it stays around forever, though. I don't want it to be just like a kick. I want to do it all the time because it feels amazing to get rid of all this stuff. So my next project is going to be my pantry. I did a pantry video a while ago and it's kind of just lost its flair, and I really just want to downsize more. I don't want to keep buying food in bulk and then us not eating it or it getting thrown away. Unfortunately, I am going to have to purge a few old things in order to get to this point, and I am going to purchase a few pieces to customize my pantry because I do feel like right now it's just a little excessive and we don't need all of these things. So right now, today, I'm gonna start with the purging process, get rid of foods that have either expired or that have kind of been half eaten and nobody's gotten interest in anymore. I also went to Lowe's today and purchased some shelves because I'm gonna try and do this project on my own just to try and save some money. So I got some wood, I ordered some brackets, I've got my stain that matches the rest of the house. So we're gonna get started on that and see how things go. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited. I can't stand it. I just hope it turns out okay, like the vision. Okay, so I want to show y'all the current state of our pantry. It has good roots, but it's just not what I want. So if you saw a video that I did a while ago, it's probably been a year now when we first moved in, I had a white bookshelf down here. Absolutely loved it. It's got like a cubicle kind of style to it. And it had 8 cubed holes in it. And I am gonna redo that down here in the bottom just to save some money. Ideally, what I love to do shiplap and nice custom shelving and all that, I sure would. But realistically, it's gonna be hidden away. And for the cost of what it would cost me to do it, I just felt like I could kind of do it on my own. So I have to get rid of these wire shelves. That's gotta be the first thing to go. She got to go. She ain't doing it for me, you know? She just ain't doing it. I absolutely hate these wire shelves because even though they have a support beam that can go down the middle, I just don't like that. I like having this open space here. So we've kind of gotten lost in the shuffle. There's just way too much in here. Things aren't being taken out of the box and put away. And I just know that I could do better than this. So today I'm just gonna purge through, get rid of everything. Eventually these white shelves are gonna come out. I'm gonna replace them after I have stained the new pieces of wood that I've gotten. And I'm also gonna show y'all what I purchased to kind of help with the space as well. One of the key things that I have learned in this kind of process and journey is to not really hang on to things for the what ifs. And maybe that resonates really with me because I tend to do that. I'm like, oh, well, I love home decor, so I'm just gonna hang on to this in case I wanna switch things around, or I'll hang on to this in case I absolutely decide I wanna become a star baker tomorrow. And realistically, a lot of this has to do with learning about myself too. And as much as there's so many things that I would love to do, I just don't have the time to do it. So I'm getting rid of whatever I absolutely am not going to use. So any of that, and then I'm also going to repurpose my containers because I do have a good portion of those going already. But the key for this, whether you're working on your pantry, anything else in your kitchen, is you can have a little bit of back stock. I plan to, because you're going to run out of sugar, you're going to run out of these things, and if you're putting them in the containers, you're likely going to have a little bit left. So I will have a back stock section, but even with the world that we're living in right now, and I think that's why I bulked up on a lot of different canned foods and things, it's just because groceries right now are sometimes hard to come by, but they just take up so much space, and this stresses me out, okay? And I'm trying to live a stress-free life, okay? And I will say this, and I've said it before, I want my house to work with me, not against me. So it's time to go. It's time to go. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go for a better flow. For a better flow. Who's your daddy? I knew going into this that I really wanted to keep my glass jars for my baking stuff. So I'm just putting things underneath the cabinet right now for some extra storage while I get everything cleaned out. And eventually they are going to go on the IKEA shelf on the bottom. Just because they are so heavy, I don't want to have to worry about that extra weight. I 100% knew that these baskets were going to be the best idea and I was going to love them. I could just dump everything in there, but really I had no idea how many snacks I actually still had and had just kept buying them because I couldn't see them. So I highly recommend maybe not go this route and find something that's just a little more functional. I found ones with the little slits in them so everything can just kind of stand up. That works so much better. I had way more than I thought I did. Sorry if you hear Caleb in the background of this video. We are literally physically sitting in the car rider line while I edit this. Hashtag mom life. I told you earlier in the video that I really wanted to reuse some more of my containers, so I'm just downsizing everything, putting them away. I like to go ahead and prepare these as little snacks for myself because I love to snack on peanuts and raisins. So I went ahead, organized those, and I'm just going to put the extra in the little bit of container space that I have left. Caleb really wants to be a part of this video, so we're just gonna let him have at it. This is why I really like the glass jars, because I love it for like bigger stuff like the sugar and flour, things like that. I use this for my coffee, so I just went ahead and took it out of the bag. I really find that taking things out of the bags and putting them into something clear, one, it does look better, okay, let's just be honest. Secondly, it makes things just a little more functional. I do want to make labels for everything, just to kind of simplify, and that way everything has a home and we know where it goes once we replenish our groceries. Woo, I think I've got him entertained. So now this is what the pantry looks like after I just reorganized everything, got rid of the stuff that we didn't need, and now it's D-Day, baby. We're taking all these wire racks out and we're about to get started on the pretty shelves. I'm so excited. If you saw one of the reels I did recently, I think it was on Instagram, might have been a reel, might have been a post, I don't know. But I did a custom wall and it has shelves on it where I can put my recipe books and stuff. And I had these leftover pieces. So we're deciding to go ahead and sand these. These are gonna go on either end of the shelves once we install them, just to give them some extra support to keep the boards from bowing. Once we finished with those, we went ahead and sanded just the edges and the ends of the boards too, so they'd be nice and smooth and would fit well up against the wall. I loved doing this. Why was this so therapeutic for me? Oh my gosh. Pappy and I really had so much fun out here in the garage. Like, it was just nice to really spend some time with him and him teach me a few things about like wood and cutting the wood and sanding the wood, and now like the staining process. This also was very therapeutic. We just had some music on in the background. It was nice to just kind of really spend some time with him. He might be regretting it because now I want to do other projects and I want him to help me. But we really did enjoy it, and once it was all said and done, it was very much so like a proud moment for us. So after we got done just kind of staining everything, we did both sides, we did all of the edges, and we did the ends. The ends were a little harder just because even though we had smoothed them, they were a little rough, but I couldn't mess my nails up right here, okay? And like, I totally had a diva moment and was like, but I just got my nails done. I would rather ruin these gloves than mess up my nails. Thank you, hunty, okay? Now look, I'm gonna be honest with you, this part sucked, okay? But what we realized is it's actually not that hard to remove these bolts. Just pop them out with a flathead screwdriver. The whole thing comes out, but then you gotta fill all the holes. And then I had to sand the holes, and then I had to paint over them, and then they still got messed up when we put, oh, it was whatever. It looked nice, but it sucked. Okay, so Pappy and I just finished sanding and staining the shelves. We got everything taken down in the pantry, all the old wire racks, and now we're getting ready to install the new ones. So Marley can break out, but Abby can't. Well, it's probably open, but Abby's too afraid to. We did it! We finally finished it! It looks so good. So this is actually an IKEA shelf. You've probably seen this in my previous pantry video. It's an 8-unit cubicle IKEA shelf that we just turned on its side. There's Pappy. We couldn't have done it without him. We were originally going to do 3 shelves here, but by accident, we accidentally like laid this shelf down here and decided that we were going to keep that on top and then just keep the 2 shelves, which is perfect. That way I can actually reach everything. So it's perfect. We're going to get ready to set everything up. High five to us. Boom. I wanted to wait till about right here because this is a really good shot to show you the brackets in the center and then also those wood pieces that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. They're on either end of the boards. The brackets were super easy to install as well. They came in like an 8-pack on Amazon for like 32 bucks and they came with the screws, girl. Like, who's your daddy? The ones on the right, the brackets on the right, we mounted those to a stud, but because I'm so OCD and I really wanted things to be centered, the left ones could not be on a stud, so we did use the wall anchors for those. Worked like a charm, and if I'm being completely transparent, we had to use different screws, and I colored over them with a black Sharpie, and I bet you didn't know, did you? Haha, you know, I mean, we just do what we can. We do what we can. But this part was really fun for me. I had already done all of this at the beginning of the video, so now I'm just restocking everything, planning where I want everything to go. Love, love, love the cereal dispenser. I can't remember if I mentioned it earlier in the beginning of this video, but I got it specifically for this project. Best money ever spent. The kids absolutely love it. Plus, it's so nifty, and it's one less thing I have to do. Now, why did I have to take so much time on these cans? I don't know. I think I rearranged them in this video about 6 or 7 times. Just trying to figure out where everything was going to go, how I was going to line. Did I want to see the beans first? Did I want to see like something healthy first? Was I planning on making some kind of chili this week? I have no idea. But the clear containers are a must for me. Look. You ain't got to get all into the nitty gritty. You don't have to do the labels if you don't want to. Sometimes it can be a little excessive, but I do think in my defense that it does help sometimes with the kids because visually I can see how much is left in the containers. So it's easy for me when I do my shopping because I'm like, hey-o, them Cheez-Its are getting a little low. It would be full-blown panic mode if we run out tomorrow. So you should probably put them on the grocery list. You know what I mean? And that, I mean, a lot of times in boxes, you can't see how much you have left. You go to make something and you're like, oh, really? You had cereal last, husband, and that's all the cereal you're going to leave me? Did you really think that that was going to be a big enough bowl? And he'd be like, oh, but you know what I'm saying. Somebody in your family does it too. So the clear stuff really helps. I highly recommend them. Treat yourself. TJ Maxx, Amazon, they got you, boo. And finally, here she is, the big reveal. An IKEA 8-piece cubicle cabinet turned on its side horizontally. You can also get them from Walmart. Some baskets from TJ Maxx. The cereal dispenser from, Amazon. The glass jars are from Walmart. And then all of the clear containers are from Amazon. I put some extra baskets here at the top just for like bread, potato chips, back stock, that kind of thing. Loved how it turned out. Please subscribe if you love this video. I would love to see you in the next one, and it helps me know if this is the kind of stuff that y'all really like to see. I know I enjoy seeing it. Love y'all. Please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Okay, bye.